Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Phone Booth Productions.
Here's the thing.
Well, I get up around 7, get out of bed around 9. I don't worry about nothing, no, because worry's a waste of my time. Show usually starts around 7, we go on stage around 9. Get on the bus about 11, sipping a drink and feeling fine. Hello.
Well, all right. Today should be an excellent episode. Got this pretty cool guy here today. It says here he is one half of the iconic Bill and Ted franchise. That's pretty amazing. You're from San Dimas. That's pretty cool. Welcome, Ted Theodore Logan.
What's going on, dude?
What's up, dude?
I'm not really from San Dimas, just so you know.
Is your name really Ted?
Ask in a different way.
Is your name not Ted?
Is not your name not Ted?
Oh,
no,
man.
My name's not Ted Logan.
Let's talk about Bill and Ted for a second, because it's such an iconic movie. Like I assume you must love the movie, and that's why you came up with the names that you did.
I mean, yes, I love the movies growing up. I didn't watch them for years, and I wasn't like, I watch this every year on this date because whatever. But like, they were cool movies, and they were about something different and cool, and then uniting people and bringing them together. So that was why we chose the names, kind of. But yes, they're great fucking movies, and there's actually a lot of messaging in those movies.
The first one
live in
was
apartment 33, by the way.
And which one? In part two? Part 2?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, in the first one, they live with their parents.
Knocks on the door, it's apartment 33. And I didn't know that till after we already had our Twitter and everything. Not that I would have changed it, but I was like, oh, of course, someone's going to say some shit about that.
Do you think Wyld Stallions would have been the biggest band ever if they got Eddie Van Halen on guitar?
I personally don't like Eddie Van Halen.
Okay, let's talk about that. What is your beef with it?
just...
You're a guitar player. How can you not
No,
like...
I think he's talented. That doesn't mean I have to like him. I think he's a cocky motherfucker. And I do think he has a right to be, but that doesn't mean that you have to be. You know what I mean?
I feel the same way about Neil Peart. Like, people give me shit because I'm not a Neil Peart fan. I'm just not a Rush fan.
I did, actually. I didn't used to be. I used to hate Rush. Now that I'm older, I appreciate it way more for what it is. I used to not like his voice. I used to be like, what, somebody's stepping on this girl's nuts? You know, like, his voice just so high. But then I started listening to the music, and yes, but I won't give you shit again about Neil Peart.
Oh, dude, no, it's not just you. Everybody does.
I know. One thing cool that some people don't know, you probably know, though. Do you know how Eddie Van Halen has that very specific look for all his guitars? They have the lines all over them.
Okay. Yeah, what about it?
You son of a bitch. There's a reason for that. Because when he was a kid and he was first learning to play guitar, his dad took his guitar and smashed it into pieces. And he taped it back together to play. So it's like the tape lines thing.
Okay.
So he all his guitars that are made for him and all the ones he sells that are Eddie Van Halen special are all, they have that design, and that's the reason why.
That's just interesting. I didn't know that.
Bet you didn't think the Truther was going to drop music knowledge on you, bro.
Ooh. Look at the big brain on Ted. Do you remember a band called Annihilator?
That sounds very familiar.
They were like a speed thrash metal band. They toured with Pantera and Judas Priest or someone. But the guitar player, Jeff, I've invited him on the podcast, hoping once he gets settled with his move and everything that we can set something up, because he's a badass. Just as far as like his creativity with his music, it's so different than some of the other stuff you hear. And he's got these crazy breakdowns, but he's a huge Eddie Van Halen fan. So,
Yeah.
he's got everything in that design like you were just talking about.
Yep.
So.
It's a thing. It's a ting.
It is a ting. It is a ting, man.
Here's the ting.
Dude, so there's been some interesting news. Hey, wait, before we get into the news, we gotta go over this real quick. Have you seen your podcast partner? Let's call him Wince. Have you seen his stand-up, or should I say attempt?
No, I absolutely have not.
Whew, you are in for a treat today.
I'm ready. Oh man,
we might have
something to use against him.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
let me say before he starts, I've never tried to do stand-up. It scares the shit out of me to try, and I don't know if I would be any good at it either.
I'm right there with you. I feel the same exact way. I think it's amazing that he did this.
In many ways. It's amazing that he did it, and it's amazing that we have it recorded.
It's amazing that he posted it.
It is amazing that he posted it, because that just shows he doesn't give a fuck, dude.
So I guess I'll read the subtitles, because it's like half English. It's half English, half Swedish.
My God, just like him.
Oh man, this is great. Okay, here we go.
En stor applåd, ingen mindre än Vincent Sharifi.
Det
här är mitt andra gig. Mitt första gig var nu i tisdag i Stockholm Comedy Club. Där jag bokstavligen blev utskälld och kallad för oprofessionell. På mitt första gig. How about that? Du gör din första gig och du blir kallad för oprofessionell. What do you think? Det är min första gång. Oprofessionell, jag tar det som en komplimang. Men jag ska inte rekommendera det stället till någon som vi kör för första gången.
So, should I try to read this? I mean, it's
I mean,
it's like the volume. I think it'll be too loud for anybody to even
I
hear
think
me.
it's okay. I'm keeping up with it and reading, so other people should be able to. Yeah.
All right.
Inte så inkluderande. I alla fall, läste på nätet om ett tredje kön. Och jag letade som fuck efter det här könet. Jag bad tjejer och killar hjälpa mig. Och vi lyckades hitta det. Jag vet att det är lite som kniven, gaffeln och veden. Men än så länge har jag bara hittat kniven, gaffeln. Inga fel! I don't know what the fuck. Är det någon här som vill bli en briljardär? Ingen? Så alla säger nej. Du vet. Okej, då kan jag hjälpa dig. Jag har ett ord till dig. Tinder motherfucking go. All right? Det är som Pokémon Go. Fast, you know. Vi är där på en natt. Tacka mig sen. Yeah. Vad är skillnaden mellan en intelligent kvinna och en blåstim och brud? Den ena kan bli en fru. Och den andra bara spermabollen. Sorry. På tal om sånt. Eftersom våldtäkt blivit så populärt, vanligt i Sverige. Och civilkurage heter våld. Down the toilet. Och polisen inte kan göra shit. Då kom jag på, jag vill lösa en 2 flugor i en grej här. Så jag kom på våldtäktsrensarna. Okej, hear me out. Det är en grupp killar på 3. Och en tjej som går lättklädd. Sent på kvällen. Och våldtäktsrensarna är en bit bort med kamera och allting redo. Och sen när våldtäktsmannen slår till, bam! Got you, motherfucker. Ja. Och då har vi inte bara en våldtäktsman mindre och samhället säkrare för tjejer. Vi har också skaffat nya jobb. All right? Dessutom så har kommer vi äntligen kunna få reda på svaret om är alla män våldtäktsmän, som alla feminister säger. Let's try it out! Let's see om alla män slutar upp in jail. That motherfucker, he was right! You know, but we must try it out to know, right? Yeah. Jag kommer aldrig mer säga att någonting är omöjligt. i och med dagens teknologi. Om någon sa till mig i början av 90-talet att om 15 till 20 år så kommer du kunna ha en grej som är smalare än fucking kexchoklad. Men den kan filma, fota, den kan till och med skicka dina filmer genom luften. Ficklampa, fingeravtrycksläsare och där du kan ta på skärmen och röra den. That's like, get the fuck out of here. You think I'm stupid? Motherfucker, that's omöjligt. You know? So I'm never gonna say att någonting är omöjligt igen. Tack så mycket för mig, Vincent Cherryfield. Och Jerry Field.
Well, I mean, hey, it
So,
takes
okay.
balls. It takes balls to do that.
2 things. One, when you were like alluding to the fact that he bombed, I thought he would have bombed in the way that I would have bombed, like messing up what I was saying and it not coming out right. Like, I think what he was saying came out right. It just wasn't funny. So,
Right.
like, he
Right.
did the task. It just wasn't funny. But what's crazy about that is he's one of the funniest people I fucking know.
Right.
Like, he makes me laugh all the time, even when he's not trying to.
I was thinking that exact same thing this morning. I was like, dude, how is this possible that he is so funny when you're just talking to him? Even him just reading something is hilarious.
Yep.
And I was like thinking, well, maybe it just doesn't translate to American.
know,
I don't know,
maybe.
dude.
Well, it
But-
was like he was. Oh, you could tell he was nervous because it was like there was zero flow of it. And I'm not trying to be a dick and break down what he's doing. I'm just saying.
No,
Like,
no. This is what he does to people's music.
That's true. That's true. It was just 1 point to 1 point to 1 point. There was like no pause in the middle. But I guess when people aren't laughing, you feel like you want to go to the next one. So I don't know, man. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. But I mean, maybe for enough money.
You know, I think it's hard to do comedy, and it seemed like that was in a restaurant because all you could hear is like the silverware,
Yeah.
you know, making noise. But you know, when people are eating, it's not like they want to be laughing. You know, oh, this guy's hilarious. You know, like,
Fucking meatball pops out. Well,
Yeah.
a Swedish meatball.
a Swedish. That's funny. Well paid. Dum-dum. I don't have all the cool sound effects like Wins has here.
Oh, you motherfucker. No, but I give him props for doing it. And
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago that was, but the parts that I did laugh at were when he spoke English and it sounded just like he sounds now. I was like, hey, that is him. And all the rest.
I
was
wish we could see him up closer too. The video's so
Mhm.
far back, you know, because it looks like he has longer hair in it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
the man has changed a lot.
Right.
Changed a lot, but he's still the old Wins.
Right.
Yeah, that's
He's like,
hilarious. Props to him for doing it though, like you said.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if I could do it. You know, I think podcasting definitely helps. And in episode, was it 3? Was it episode 3 where I talked to Izzy Presley? He talks about it a little bit, and he's like, you know, what got me started was I do a podcast all the time, and I'm talking by myself. You know, he does episodes by himself unless he has a guest. And he said, you know, it's basically I'd be doing the same thing just in front of people.
See, that's where it's hard for me. I think I could do a comedy team thing. Like if I had someone up there that I could play off of, but me by myself just saying things I think are funny, like I don't know.
Well,
very
so
hard.
so Marty Belasky did
Mhm.
stand up for a while, and I remember he was in Vegas one time, and we were sitting where were we at maybe the Riviera Hotel, I think it was, and we're sitting out by the pool, and he was like, "Dude, let's write some comedy," and I was like, "Okay, that sounds cool," you know. And I think he was getting ready to go to Chicago for a while. Like he's going to have some sort of residency or do something there where he's going to be there an extended period of time.
Mhm.
And so he's like, well, let's talk, you know, write some stuff about Chicago. And me even being from there, I still couldn't think of
Drew a
shit to
blank.
write. Yeah, it's
That's
like, you
where
know,
the
ah,
problem would
fuck,
be.
I don't know.
I
But,
can't
like-
sit down and write a joke. I can't do that.
So what I started doing is because lots of funny things happen around me. Now, I'm not saying, you know, that I'm special because it happens to a lot of people, but especially like if I'm with El Poopy, you know, funny shit just seems to happen. And so
Yeah.
it's like when something happens, it's like I want to write it down real quick. I want to take a quick note because this could be something if it's written into a joke, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and
Mm-hmm.
I
I see
don't
that.
have an example, but once
No,
I
I know
started doing
exactly what you
that,
mean, though. Yeah.
yeah. So I think, if I could just figure out because there's a formula to do it of putting a joke together, like there's the lead up into it, and then, you know,
Yeah.
but
And
I
then the
find it,
masterful can use it reoccurring throughout their stand-up, like
yeah.
reference back to that joke multiple times, which is very well planned out because that doesn't happen naturally. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you said before yourself, you said that you would probably be pretty good at like crowd work.
Yeah, because it's someone to bounce stuff off of. Like,
Yeah.
I think of shit quick off the top of my head, but if I was to go try to write it down, there's nothing like what what am I interacting with? Nothing. Paper for me. It's hard. It's much
Like it
harder.
feels too contrived or something, maybe.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just when it's funny to me, it's spur of the moment, off the top of your head cleverness. But
Well, when you did music, did you write lyrics?
no, I didn't
No.
write lyrics.
It's tough.
No, yeah. No, I've never written lyrics in my life, actually. I don't write like that. I've never written a poem, never written lyrics, never any of that.
I did when I was
People who
real
write a
young,
well,
like
like for
elementary school.
school, I
Yeah.
did when they made us, but I never was like, you know what, I'm gonna write a poem. But I don't know. Some people got that part, some people don't.
So what you're saying is you're not going to write Nancy Pelosi a poem for her retirement?
I can't believe she's retiring after only making like $20 million as a job where you make less than 100,000 a year or whatever.
She made 400 million in the stock market.
Sorry,
400. But and I'm not defending her by any means because I can't stand this lady, but she comes from money, I believe. Like her dad was like the head of the Baltimore Mafia.
Makes sense. Sounds
Yeah.
about right. I mean,
Yeah.
the name even. Wait, that's her husband's name. Never mind.
Let's here I got the Trump's reaction to her.
Sayonara, sucker.
Yeah, you as well. Here we go now to Washington. The former House Speaker, leading congressional Democrat Nancy Pelosi, has announced in a video a moment ago that she will not seek re-election. She has represented San Francisco for nearly 40 years.
My God.
She's 85 years old. The history she has in Washington speaks for itself. She has been a long-range player in the Democratic Party. And yeah, you as well. Here we go now to Washington.
It was supposed to be Trump's reaction. What the fuck?
Not Trump's reaction.
It is not. But he said, what did he say in it? Let me see here. Trump responds to Nancy Pelosi announcing her retirement, calling it a great thing for America. She was evil, corrupt, and only focused on bad things for our country. I'm very honored she impeached me twice and failed miserably. It's pretty
well
funny.
Played, Trump. Well played, sir.
I want to talk about hopium for a second because since we're talking about Trump, it seems like every time I get a little bit of hopium, it goes two steps back. Like with this Mom Donnie winning.
Right there with you. That I don't give a fuck about. New Yorkers are going to get what they deserve.
Hey, and they're all moving to your neck of the woods, probably. Watch.
They are. Realtors said they were phoning calls. It was like on the radio. The realtors were saying they were phoning calls all day of people in New York saying, that's it. Finally, we're leaving. Don't New York my Florida, motherfuckers. All right.
Right. Well, that's like Arizona. We say, don't California my Arizona.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
And I mean, it's like we used to be a heavy red state, and now we're like on the fence.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
purple.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Purple. Because and it's like
red and blue, fucking purple, man.
Boom, dualistic. But no, like this fucking Katie Hobbs turned our state blue. And
I hated her.
Dude, there's been so much evidence of the elections being rigged here, but it's like nothing ever happens with that. Right? And along with this hopium shit, it's like these arrests are not happening fast enough. First of all, because in a year from now, there's a good chance that the left is going to overtake the House and maybe even the Senate.
Yeah.
And then nothing's going to happen. and it doesn't seem like.
So you hear how Trump's trying to crush the filibuster?
I mean, that's people have been talking about that for decades.
I know, but it's Trump talking about it. But one thing is, if he actually does that, they'll be able to get a lot of shit through in a short amount of time. But always remember, once the pendulum swings one way, it always swings back the other way. And when the Democrats are in power and we lose the filibuster, which I think the filibuster's stupid to begin with, it's absolutely ridiculous that that's really a law in our shit, that if you can just keep talking long enough that it like runs out the time and, oh, sorry. Like, how childish is that shit? How childish is that?
Have you heard? So like when they're having their little congressional meetings and whatnot, and they say the gentleman from South Carolina or something like
Yeah.
that. That's actually they're saying it in a derogatory way. Like that's not
Nice.
like
I
they're
like
not
it.
meaning it in a nice way. It's like an old timey thing. So when they say the gentleman, like they're actually being an
They're
asshole.
talking shit,
Yeah.
like calling him out. Oh,
Yeah.
this gentleman right here.
Yeah. It's
Fuck
crazy.
you.
But like, so with this hopium, like today, it says the DOJ is now sending out grand jury subpoenas in Florida regarding the investigation into disgraced former CIA director John Brennan.
Yeah, it's all fine and dandy. They keep sending these things out and they're doing this and doing that. But basically, none of this matters. None of it matters how long it takes if it gets done. Because if it gets done, no one's going to be like, well, yeah, you arrested them all, but look how long it took you. So they're going to take their fucking time, even if it is real, which I
Yeah.
don't, you know how I feel about it. But
Yeah, they're just going to play the judicial game,
yeah. And
delay, delay,
so
delay.
I think the smart move would be right before the midterms, announce a huge arrest. Like, but not just an arrest, a sentencing. Before the midterms, announce a sentencing. That would help. And then obviously right before the end of his term, that's when big shit should happen, because that will solidify another Republican president after Trump. Because right now, think about this, man. It's going to be JD. But who's going to be his vice president?
Didn't we talk about it? Erica Kirk? I feel like we talked about that.
We did. No, well, we talked about him marrying Erica Kirk. I said Candace Owens would be awesome. That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
But,
I don't think Candace says too much crazy shit.
About so for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Candace Owens is a weird one. I really liked her when I first started hearing about her.
I'm so back and forth about her all the
time. Yeah,
I
same
mean,
thing.
my go-to is, if you got that big, you compromise something somewhere. But in all fairness, there's a lot of smaller accounts on Twitter that say that exact same thing about me just because of my amount of followers, and I know I didn't do shit. So, not that I'm anywhere near that. I'm not claiming that. I'm just saying, if for them I seem that way and for me they seem that way, maybe there are some out there that are legit. I just don't know. I've been hurt before, man.
Who could you name one person that you think may be on the up and up and legit? It's tough.
I can work my way up a little bit.
Oh, the opposite of your mom.
main...
Boom, zing. Ooh.
Well played. If I had an applause, I would play it right now. I don't know. Up that high, I have no clue. At like what level are we talking? We talking mainstream politics? We talking...
Let's say a politician. I mean, is there one out there? I always thought
a lot
Ron
of people
Paul
like
was that guy.
Massey. I
Okay.
I like a lot of the things that, well, I like a lot of the things. I used to like what Ron Paul said, but he's, not around.
He's too old now.
Really. Yeah. But I used to honestly even like things that Rand Paul said. But
And then he sold out to the Bilderberg Group.
yeah. So he went. At that level, I really don't know, man. I honestly don't know. A lot of people, like I said, seem to trust Massey. I don't know anything about him. He seems to talk a good game and he seems to push for things. But like, okay, if you know that a bill's not going to get through, right? And you want to look legit to people, you can write any bill you want. Like, this bill I'm proposing is to arrest all the people that this blah blah blah. It's not going to get passed. You know it's not going to get passed, but it looks good for you that you went and did it. So I don't know. He's done some good things, just like I think in Florida, DeSantis has done some good things, but I don't trust DeSantis. But you have to do good things to gain people's trust. You can't just do shitty stuff all the time and
Right.
win people over.
I don't know. It's
So
worked so well for Nancy Pelosi, dude. I don't know.
that's true. Well, that's we said people. Those aren't people. Those are
Yeah, that's
NPCs, I
true.
guess. I don't even know, man. And what sucks is I used to be like, and for anyone listening who's like, oh, you guys are all Republicans, like I was a Democrat my whole life. And I don't even consider myself a Republican now at all. I think both sides are fucked. But my morals do lean more towards the conservative side than the liberal side, especially now, for sure. But that side's just lost their fucking minds, dude.
Yeah.
They've just gone way too far. Like I used to be all okay with gay people. I don't care about that. I'm not racist. I have no problem with any of that. I'm like, hey, everyone should just be able to do what they want to do as long as they're not hurting each other. But somewhere along the line that turned into let's cut off children's genitals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What the fuck,
Well,
man?
it also turned into people not being able to have free thought and think for
Yeah.
themselves. They want you to, if you don't agree with everything they're saying, well, then you're out of the mix. You know, and I love
It's
it when
that
I love it when people try to tell me what I am, you know, conservative or whatever. Here's a news flash for you people. I've never registered for either party.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yep. Good one. I only voted once in my life, and it was at a local election because I do think that some local elections have more impact on you. And I know
Absolutely.
that from Florida because while everyone else was going through all that COVID shit, I never wore a fucking mask. I never had to do anything different. So I never had to take a test. I definitely didn't get a vaccine.
Well, a good
So
example is that guy Justin that you had on,
yeah,
Justin
we are
Roberts.
change. Justin
Yeah,
Roberts. Yep.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that just goes to show you what differences can be made on the local level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's a big one, getting fluoride removed. That's
It's a
huge.
huge one, and he had a huge part in it too.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Great dude. Awesome dude.
Yeah, he was. I really enjoyed his episode, and he just did something. Didn't he do something else last week or week,
He
2 weeks ago,
did, and
maybe?
me and him were texting back and forth because I was supposed to go up, but then he's like, "Oh yeah, it's starting at 4:30 or something." I'm like, "I would have had to take the whole day off. That's 4 hours away from me in traffic. Like I didn't know it was that early. I didn't know that it was on this." He told me, which okay, so we talked about it when he was on. He told me that it was in a few months and he would let me know. So like 3 or 4 days before it, he's like, was it you that asked me about the next event I'm doing? And I was like, yes, it was. And he's like, I've been trying to figure it out for like 2 weeks. I knew it was somebody and I wasn't sure. He's like, so it's happening in like 3 days. And then I'm like, man, I would have had to take a day off work, all that. I really did want to be there and I was trying to get off early and I didn't get to go. But yes, he did another one. And they let him talk this time. They didn't shut him down this time. So that's good.
Did he bring up the NASA people?
Yes.
I wonder if people don't take him serious because of that.
So I've struggled with that exact thing myself because as soon as you talk about flat earth or anti anything else, a lot of people will just stop listening to everything else you say. It doesn't even matter because if they, like I almost did, if they think that I can't believe anything else they say, I better stop listening. So I do think it possibly could hinder you, but if you just keep going and keep telling other truths, you'll gain people on those other truths and then you'll gain them to the biggest truth also.
What do you think about the astronauts possibly still being alive? It's pretty compelling, the pictures.
I'm about 99% sure that they are, and it's not only the pictures,
The
it's their
names.
reactions. The names
Yeah.
too, but it's their reactions. If I looked like a dead astronaut and someone came up to me on the street and was like, is this really you? Are you alive? Like, I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. I do look like them, but no, that's not me, man. Like, here's my ID. I can show you. I mean, their names match too and all that. But, I would humor them and I would explain it because I would look at the picture myself and go, yes, that's weird. I should address this. But none of them will. They all dodge it. They all avoid answering it.
Mhm.
Just like all the astronauts that supposedly landed on the moon, when they're asked to swear on a Bible, they won't do it.
Did I
They
tell you?
punched a dude in the face.
Did I tell you I found that DVD in an old DVD player that I found in storage, and I busted it out, and that was the DVD in the player, and it's
That's
probably
amazing.
been in storage for
The
15
astronauts
years.
gone wild or whatever the fuck it is.
No, the Did We? I think it was called Did
A
We
funny thing
Go?
happened on the way to the moon.
No, I think it's called Did We Go?
Did we go? Okay, there's a bunch of them
Yeah.
by that same Bart Sabret or something like that.
And he
Bart
goes around and
Sabret.
asks them all to swear on the
Yeah.
Bible and all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's his
A-
name?
And you know what it
Punched
was?
him.
It was Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
It was a Netflix rental too. How crazy is that? It's
Oh,
actually an actual
wow.
disc.
When you had the disc.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that. I was like, this will never take off, man. What
Yeah.
the fuck? And here we are. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. And if I was the astronaut, I would oblige these people and I would answer it because, yes, if it's not true, it's fucking weird. How is there four of them that all happen to have someone who looks exactly like them, talks like them, has the same name, has a similar job? Like,
Yeah. My stepbrother apparently knows one of them.
Hmm.
I'm not sure which. It might be the Asian one. But if that's from
is that
University
what
of
we call them
Colorado,
now?
Orientals.
No, you can't call them Oriental, bro.
What
The only
was
thing you're
that
allowed to
about?
call Oriental anymore are rugs, okay? You can still
And
call
ramen
rugs
noodles.
Oriental.
They still have
Oh,
Oriental ramen
no,
noodles.
they didn't. Nope. When's the last time you bought them? They changed them. They say soy sauce now. They
That's
don't say
gay.
Oriental anymore. I know. I buy them because I use the noodles to make my own shit sometimes. And they say soy sauce now. They don't say Oriental anymore. And I was so pissed when I saw that. I was like, it's just like the Indian off Lando Lake. Which the
What?
funniest thing about that is, in true fashion, they took the Indian away, but they kept the land on the logo.
Yeah,
So it's
true.
just like real life, man.
What's so offensive about Oriental, anyways? I don't get it.
I don't know. People just like
Was
to get
anybody
offended
even
about
really
anything.
offended by it?
No, probably white women. So that's
Yeah.
why they had to change something.
Right. So we got on this topic here because I had asked you, who do you trust in politics? What about in media?
Mm.
Like, and I want to show some James O'Keefe stuff here in just a second. So, like, what do you think about him?
For a long time, I really trusted him. So, and I'm not saying I don't anymore, but I'll break it down to one of two. Well, I guess one of two things. Either he's fake or he's really good at what he does. Because how do these fools keep letting themselves slip over and over and over again when they know that this dude's out there trying to get them? But
Mhm.
at the same time, they're just regular people. They want to date, they want to go out, they have a few drinks, they slip up, but like it could go either way. So if he's even half as real as he claims to be, he's one, and I didn't even think about him. Anyone on any news thing I don't trust at all.
Yeah.
So.
It's so hard to tell. Like, even a lot of these people on Twitter that, you probably follow a lot of the same people, but it's like, I really thought that cat turd was on the up and up in the beginning, but now I'm not
I
so
used to
sure.
laugh at a bunch of the stuff he posted very early on, and now, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I just shit's fishy, man. Shit's fishy.
especially
Again,
when people start getting paid. He's definitely getting paid as a conservative influencer. There's no doubt about that.
oh, he's making a lot of money between his podcast, between his Twitter account. These Twitter accounts that don't get censored are making excellent money. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
Yeah.
Because remember that one dude was like, "Oh, how many was it? 19 million or something on that post, and he made 10 grand and got the bonus or some shit like that." These people are getting that regularly.
Yeah, you're talking about the guy that posted a
Yeah,
picture of
Steve
Steve
Jobs'
Jobs' daughter,
daughter.
and it wasn't even a picture.
Look, if you're good and people like you and giving them, because the news is making money off people, so why shouldn't someone who's giving the news in the right way? But when you start compromising what you really believe in order to make those dollars, that's when I have a problem with it. I have no problem with someone making money off their hard work because we both know how hard work all of this is. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna do this.
Well, yeah, I mean, even just getting the courage to get up and do it is hard sometimes. Like even today, man. Like even because I had all day to think about it. Woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, and I got what 10 hours to think about recording and think of every reason to not do it. Think of you know, you know. But so
Dude,
it's
how do you
just
think I feel some of the times when I go to work for 12 hours and then come home? I
yeah,
literally jump in the shower, I scarf down a snack because I can't eat till after we're done.
yep.
Walk right in, do 2, sometimes 4 hours, depending. It's
Dude,
like,
you want a good snack to have on days like that?
I do.
Do you shop at Costco?
No, I don't.
Well, Costco has these things called steak bites, and what they are is
Mm.
they get like six. It comes in like a six or eight pack. I think it's six, and it's like individual pack, and it's a pre-cooked steak. You keep it in the fridge, and it's like beef jerky,
That's
but
good.
it's steak. Yeah,
So I don't want to endorse DoorDash or anything like that because I've never ever used them to deliver food.
neither
But
have
my
I.
friend told us, he's like, yeah, I don't have a Costco membership either. He's like, if you order it through DoorDash, they have it and you can still buy all the stuff. So you don't need a membership if you order it that way. And I'm like, fuck, man, that's a good idea.
I can't. I think it must have been you that told me that because I had heard that before. So you must have been the one to tell me that.
So
But
my
did you
wife and
also
I
know?
went in to get a Costco card. We literally walked in and we were going to pay for one. And the lady was like, maybe you guys just want to walk through first. You can walk through and check. And we walked through and I'm like, there's maybe 2 things here I would buy because it's just me and her. Most of the stuff is in bulk. And I'm like, there's a few things we would buy, but there's nothing we can't get somewhere else. And the few things we couldn't, it wasn't worth the membership fee to go
Yeah.
there. And I was like, fuck it.
Well, I like being able to get like I get a lot of meat there.
Mhm.
Like whenever they got good deals on like Prime, I always
So does
stock
your
up.
mom, but it's out back.
Boom. No, but because they always have Prime in there. Like every time I go, I see
Yeah.
Prime, and it's usually a pretty decent deal. It's
Dude, you're
been
talking to
going up a little
somebody who
bit,
was
but
vegetarian and vegan for 15 years. Why are you gonna
gay,
talk to me about steak, bro?
gay,
Just kidding. I
gay,
fucking
gay,
love steak
gay.
now. It was
It's
pretty gay.
my favorite meal. But another thing, at least out here in Arizona, I know you can go to Costco and you can buy alcohol without a membership.
Oh, word. That's cool.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so you
I'm
don't
sure
even
you
need to
like
use DoorDash
alcohol.
for that. Yeah, well, who doesn't? Besides Vince.
Vince. Alcohol.
But so this James O'Keefe thing, I can pull it up. I'm gonna have to read it, but um, says here, U.S. House Oversight Committee formally summons former Prince Andrew to assist in its renewed probe into Jeffrey Epstein's network, citing evidence that he may have been directly involved in or had knowledge of Epstein's crimes or subsequent cover-ups. So, I mean, this is nothing new.
No,
Why is this just now coming out? Like, why isn't this 2 years ago or even longer than that?
it's a lot of stuff that's like that. It's like, why are we hearing about it now? It's old news. Dude, I don't know.
This is what I'm
If we
saying.
take a gram
This is
of
what takes away the
hopium,
hopium. It's just
but again, if we take 1 little gram of hopium, it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as it happens. Because once it happens, everyone who talks shit about it taking so long is going to pretend they didn't. Everyone's going to be like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. And that's how it works with people. So I don't know why it would take so long if it's real.
well, I know federal cases take a long time to build, but I mean, shit, this has been going on for 8 years.
8 years. Yeah, exactly. So,
And the longer they delay it, I think the less chance we have of ever seeing a conviction because administrations
statute of
change. Yep.
limitations. Yep.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And obviously Prince Andrew's into some weird shit. That's why he got his title taken away from him. He's not the prince anymore.
Yeah.
He's been outed from the family. And it's like, what do these fucking oversight committees ever do? Has there ever been charges brought up from these committees
I
that they
know.
do? It's like kind of
Not only that, so
discouraging. I hate to
the
sound,
people
discouraged, but man.
the people who really think that there was nothing to this and it was just there's no list, that's bullshit. If there's no list, why did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? If you
Right.
believe he killed himself, why would he do that if he didn't know they had enough to fucking destroy everything for him? Something worse than death. Why would he do it?
The only
I mean,
thing
I
I will
don't think he
say,
did. I think he was killed. But I'm saying, if you believe the narrative, you believe he killed himself, and you believe that there's no there. So,
like, the only thing I will say about the list is that it is entirely possible that there is no list. How many drug
like,
dealers
yes,
keep a
there's
list of
not.
their customers?
I
But
get
there
that there
is
is no
probably
physical
tons
list.
of videos and evidence out there.
Yes.
That's the thing, you know,
Yeah.
is
I
there
don't
may not
think
be a
there's a
list,
list that
but
says this person did this with this young person and this did this. But I know there's evidence of who was there. And also, how do you arrest someone for sex trafficking to no one?
exactly. Exactly.
So it's just ridiculous.
Ghislaine Maxwell sitting in jail right now for trafficking to no one.
Yeah, it
Crazy.
doesn't make sense at all. There's something bigger playing out here. I just don't know if it's something bigger nefarious or something bigger good.
Yeah.
And we won't until the end, unfortunately.
Do you think, like, the Epstein case, like, is that the thing that would finally wake people up to all the nefarious shit going on in the world? I mean,
Okay, honestly, I think that if the full, well, we'll just refer to it as the Epstein list, but we
sure.
both acknowledge that we don't think there's a list, just the truth of it coming out.
The files, we'll call them.
Yeah, I think it would shake some people to their core.
It
I think
changes
there'd be
their
people
belief
committing
structure.
suicide.
Yeah.
I honestly think there would be. And I don't know.
Do you know how many
Maybe
old
that's why they're
ladies love
waiting.
Tom Hanks? And if they found out that he's this child predator, you know, it disrupts their whole belief system. You find out some of these religious people aren't who they think they are.
That too. You find out the people who have been running your government all this time are. How would you ever have faith in government ever again, no matter who the government is? Even if it's the other side telling you it was them, how do you ever trust any of them anymore?
Have you ever had faith in the government?
I'm trying to answer honestly, like maybe when I was a child, but I can't think of a time when I was like, don't worry, the government will take care of it. Like I used to get government cheese when I was a kid and we were on welfare
Sure.
for a while.
I did as well.
So I mean, I guess the government helped there, but
I mean, ever since I was a kid, you know, I just remember not ever really trusting them. You know,
me
like
too. I mean, I know my family didn't. There was always that put the government in charge of the Sahara for a year and there'll be no sand left. Like that kind of bullshit, you know?
yeah. I remember I was fascinated with Ross Perot when I was young, you know, like I wanted Ross Perot to
We
win.
must save the deficit.
I didn't even know like
His
what the fuck
giant
he was talking
ears.
about, you
I
know,
know.
because I was what?
I always found him interesting too, honestly.
I think I was about 12 years old, I think, when he ran in 92. Was that when he first ran?
I'll say back then I was like, so if Trump is bad, I think that's why he was the perfect candidate for this. Because I recall now, and I never made this connection till you just mentioned Ross Perot. Because I always had this ideal in my head, but I didn't realize when it was formed, and it was during Ross Perot. Because now I just remembered that I did want him to win because my thinking was he was already independently wealthy. So he didn't need to make these deals for this and that. He doesn't need their money, so he would be a good
Right.
president. That's the same way they passed Trump through. And in the beginning, it worked on me. It was, he's donating his paycheck. He's not even asking for money. This is right. And not that I was into politics, but I was like, holy shit, this is weird. This is different. Like, he's donating his paycheck. This dude doesn't need money. He can't be bought. But that's also back when I used to think money was what they cared about. But I don't think money is what they care about anymore.
No,
They
it's
have all the money
power.
they want.
Power.
Power, yeah, but I think it's even bigger than that. I think it's literally your soul, your loosh, whatever it is. Like, they have everything they could ever want. They already rule over you in every way possible, other than keeping you in chains, and that's just more shit for them to clean up. Right now, they have you cleaning up your own shit. Like, but
Right.
to control your mind and have you as a pawn and have you living in fear of nukes and fear of asteroids and fear of cancer that they're causing and fear of all this. It's like they control you and they're literally owning your soul in a way that
Well, that's the other thing. Like, we were just saying about Epstein and how people's belief cores would change if the truth comes out about all this stuff. It's similar to if the truth comes out about how they know that they've been poisoning us forever and they've been trying to kill us forever and use all this fear and everything to control us. People don't want to believe that shit to be true because it changes their whole system.
yeah. So how was it for you? Like for me, none of it messed me up. Every time I found out some horrible truth that would really fuck a lot of people up, it didn't mess me up because every time I was like, I'm really not surprised. Like, that doesn't surprise me. That kind of seems like, yeah, that makes sense that they're fucking little kids and that they're drinking blood. Yeah, okay. That doesn't surprise me. And it did fuck me up because it also just solidified my belief in good and evil. Like, if there's something that evil, there has to be something that good, dualistic.
Hmm.
That's how it works.
I think for me, it was just built over time. Because, like I said, I was into Ross Perot, not really fully understanding why I liked him at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But then, the years go by, and then around 2000, I discovered Alex Jones and things like, I think I
Gay
talked about,
frogs.
yeah, they're turning the frogs gay. Um, no, I discovered this book called The Federal Mafia, written by Irwin Schiff, and it's all about the tax code, and it's
Yeah.
all about how that's a bunch of bullshit. So once I, discovered that, and I was like, okay, they're obviously
Bullshit.
lying to us about shit. And then, so when 9/11 happened shortly after that, okay, now it seems feasible that they're not telling us the truth with that,
Once you
and
discover any of those big linchpin truths and you realize that they can and did lie about any of them that are that big, it makes it so much easier to start looking at other things from that angle. Like, dude, when I started this, I believed we lived on a spinning ball. I believed viruses were real. I believed asteroids took out the dinosaurs. I believe our government fucked us over with money, but genuinely they kind of had our well-being at heart because they were Americans too, and why wouldn't they want America to do well if they're Americans? I was that naive 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Like, but once you see one of them, it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna shine that same light that I just learned how to use. Like, I just discovered a flashlight in the dark. And once you learn how to use it on one subject, now you know how to use it on other ones. And now you're looking at everything in that way, and everything seems to look sus now.
well, what surprised me is probably maybe 20, has it been 20 years? No, probably not 20 years, maybe about 15 years. And uh I had read some stuff about Bush being connected to the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah.
And a few years later, I was talking with my friend's mom because she had a bunch of books about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked her, who she thought was behind it. And she said, I think it was Bush and this and that. And I was like, holy shit, this information has been out there for a long time. Like, this lady didn't know how to use the internet. She's reading all these older books and she's known about it for years.
Yep.
So it's like the
But she
information.
doesn't know how to get it out there. Yeah.
Right. And I wish
That's
I
why
was
I think.
better. I wish I was better at relaying the message. Like, because I know about all this stuff. I've forgotten more shit than most people even know about. But I'm also just not very good at relaying it. Like, when I get into a discussion with someone, like flat Earth is a perfect example because I can't articulate the things like you would if you were having the conversation.
Yeah.
You know,
It
like I can't.
takes it. It's taken 10 years, almost 9 years now. 9 years, and 6 of those years not even talking to anybody about it, just asking my own questions, and quite honestly, trying to convince myself that it wasn't true. Because if I could go back to that, if I could go back to believing the Earth was round and that we do live in and that the space program is real and all that, like,
Watch your
make
mouth.
something. I know it would make some things good for me. It would make some things happy, but like only superficially. Like
Hmm.
it's just stupid little nonsense. Like, but you can't go back. You can't go back, man.
Once
You
you
see
go
those
flat, you
things,
never go back.
exactly. But oh man, I was gonna say something to what we were saying right before that, and I forgot it.
Hmm.
Oh well, must not have been very important.
Well, you mentioned government welfare earlier, and I want to play this video here
Oh, yeah.
about this whole EBT stuff going on, and I want to tie into this. Like, it's funny that
Oh, we're gonna get real for a second.
yeah. Well, let's watch this first, and then we'll get into
No, what
to
you're
the health
saying. No,
stuff.
it's okay. Go ahead. It's your show. Sorry.
Yeah, I just think like I'll play this, and then we can go into
Mhm.
because it kind of ties together. So, but this dude's freaking out at a Subway, and he's trying to use his EBT card.
Subway takes EBT.
Some
I thought
do,
it didn't
some
pay
don't.
for prepared food.
So here's the thing: Tuesdays at 6 p.m. No, so some places will accept EBT. You have to get a special approval from whoever the department is, economic services or whoever
Oh yeah.
runs it. If you meet certain requirements, you can get it because it's supposed to help with people that are like homeless or something and can't cook a meal very easily.
Oh
So
yeah. So
I
you
think
can't.
it's actually called, I think it might be called the hot meal program or something like that. But
That
what's
makes
really
sense.
stupid to me, and I'll never understand this, is like you could do it like there's some McDonald's, like the McDonald's and the Jack in the Box near me, they both accept EBT. They got the big signs right up on
Yeah.
the window and
We
everything.
accept. Yeah.
So you can go to Jack in the Box and buy a shitty greasy burger, but you can't go to Kroger, the grocery store,
Yeah.
and get one of those chickens, those rotisserie chickens that are
Yeah.
cooked.
Because
You
they're
can't.
pre-made. Yeah.
They're cooked. Even with that hot
That's
meals
weird.
program, you can't get them.
That's
And any other cooked thing that they have there. Sometimes they sell like chicken fingers and whatever
Yeah.
else. But like, what kind of fucking sense does that make?
None.
None. But so here's this dude in Subway.
This
So
sandwich is gonna be mine. But you wanna know why?
No, you didn't pay for it.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm gonna call corporate. No.
Get the fuck out.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call corporate. Take your sandwich.
Yeah,
Okay?
we will.
No. I'm gonna call corporate. I'm gonna call corporate.
Go for it. We
Okay,
don't accept
give me.
DVT.
Wait, you know what?
Go for
Listen
it.
to
We don't accept
me.
DVT.
All subways do normally. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I talked to her and I told her that I had an EBT card on me. I was holding it.
Just
But I was
get
giving her
cash.
pay for
Why
it.
don't you have cash?
Because I don't have the cash on me right now.
Okay, why don't you have cash?
Okay, and maybe
Get
I
your
don't
money
have
up, now your
cash on
funny
me.
up. Get your money up, now your funny up, bro. Get your money up.
Get your money up.
Dude, why are you using
hold on.
EBT?
First of all,
Use some money.
you're
Use
gonna
some
get fired, dog. Okay.
Go for it.
I'm gonna call. What's your name?
Bob the Builder, dog. Get the fuck out.
Bob the Builder? Okay, I'm not Bob the Builder. I'm gonna wait by this car. I'm about corporate right now.
He got his sub. You notice he grabbed his sub.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bitch, how the fuck
Get out. You're a little bitch. Get the fuck out. Get out.
Get out!
Hey, man.
Get out!
That guy is kind of a bitch.
Oh my
Oh shit!
Bitch, what's going on? Look at you.
I did not see that coming.
I don't think the other guy did either.
No. Wow, dude.
Isn't that
So
crazy?
you go into a Subway, try to use an EBT. They don't accept EBT. You yell at them, tell them you're going to call corporate, take the sandwich off, and then punch the dude who works there in the face, and somehow you think you're in the right.
Isn't that wild? Like the
I'm
entitlement.
gonna refrain from saying a bunch of stuff I want to say because
The entitlement, though, is just wild. And a lot of people are saying, why is this person on EBT when they're fully capable, this and that? He could have mental problems, I'm not trying to defend him.
Fucking mental problems,
But just because someone looks healthy doesn't mean they are, but fuck that guy. But it's crazy that so they had said that EBT and SNAP were going to be back on for people, and then Monday Trump said no, not until he took it. He took it back.
What it was,
and then
a judge told him that he had to fund it from some reserve fund, and then he came back and said you have to show us how that's justified to take money from this for some shit like that. So they're doing a legal battle, like everything with Trump. Think about if fucking conservative judges would have done this to everything Biden did. They're causing it they're literally trying to run out the clock, but the clock is 4 years. And that's what they're going to put us through, is trying to run out the clock for 4 fucking years so Trump can't get anything done.
Yeah. That's just a sick fucking game because the only people that it hurts is the American people.
Us, yeah.
Yeah.
Americans.
But it's a good thing Trump is the president because he just got the prescription lowered, the prices lowered for people that want to take Ozempic.
Oh,
have you heard about
Jesus
this?
Christ.
So people are starving, but hey, they can take Ozempic. And look at this. This is at the White House today.
You okay?
That's another fucking. Oh, who's that?
He works for Nordisk or whatever the company is that produces Ozempic.
Oh shit.
Gordon, you okay? Yeah.
There's
That's
another
the one executive they made take the vaccine.
Yeah, right. There's
What the fuck, man?
there's another video of that same incident, and it shows Robert Kennedy is there too, and he like walks away from it. He's just like,
He's
oh
like,
fuck.
I don't want to say this. I can't say it because if I watch this, it's gonna remind me of.
Yeah, that's actually a
Every
pretty good
time I
impression, dude. The fuck.
Every time I watch that dude talk, I'm just like, like I just want to clear my throat the whole
Right.
time. It's
Right.
fucked up. It's fucked
But
up.
I mean, should we be worrying about drugs like Ozempic and lowering those prices like that? I mean, that seems like not a necessary
It's
prescription
not
for
necessary.
people.
But this is the one thing that liberals are gonna congratulate him for. Watch. They're like, oh, I could get my fat people drugs cheaper now. Maybe Trump ain't so bad. Yeah, right. They'll never say that, but you know what I mean. Like,
Right.
this makes a bunch of people happy and the NPCs happy. It's so ridiculous that literally they're intentionally because none of these are sold. Well, some of them are now, but originally they were never sold as weight loss drugs.
Right. They were supposed to be for diabetes or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, look, it loses people weight too. We can sell it off market for that. And now it's straight up, I hear on the radio, do you buy weight loss drugs like Ozempic? Get them much cheaper. It blah, blah, blah. Like,
Well, that's the
what
same
I want.
thing.
I want to get my injections through Amazon cheaper so I can lose fat. Like, fuck, man. What? Who does that? Who does that, man?
The
I
pharmaceutical
won't
industry.
even have people deliver my food because I'm afraid they're going to touch it. But I'm going to have somebody deliver an injection to me. Nah,
Yeah,
not
that
me.
is wild. It's the same thing with Viagra. You know, Viagra was not meant to be getting your dick hard. It was
Yeah,
actually
it was for
supposed
your
to
heart.
some heart. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because it increases blood flow. Well,
Right.
when you increase blood flow to that, it, you know.
Boom. Dude, that's crazy what Clive was saying about the Ozempic and the setting of the skin, you know, because it comes from the Gila monster. That shit's wild, dude. I want to do some research on that and
Forgot all
learn more
about
about.
that till you just said it.
Yeah, that shit's wild.
That was such a great episode. That was such a good episode.
I know. I just messaged him the other day to see if he had any photos of this Atlas thing because he's been out trying to get it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did he respond yet? I know
He said not yet. I think it was just before it was supposed to pass the sun or something. He said he was gonna try to. So I'll message him again and see what's going on.
This past the sun. It's not passing the sun. Sun's local.
Dude, you know what I heard the other day? That even when it passes Earth or whatever, it's still what did I say? Was it 25 or 65 million miles away? How the fuck does that have such a great impact?
Let you in on a little secret. I don't think 65 million miles exists.
You're just a flurfer, Ted. No, I mean, I kind of have to agree because how the fuck do you measure 65 million miles? And yeah, it's all fucked up. None of it makes sense.
Anything at 65 million miles away? I don't care how big it is.
I'm farsighted.
See it. Very farsighted. To like Googleplex. Farsighted. The whole fucking thing.
Oh,
It's
so
ridiculous.
El Poopy was taking pictures of the moon just last night, and he was like saying, "Look how clear this is. Look how clear this is." I go, "No, dude. AI
It's
is
AI.
upscaling it for you. It's not fucking real."
And I forget who it was. Someone messaged me the other day and they were like, "Holy shit, you were right. What you guys were talking about on the podcast, I zoomed in on the moon and it changed to AI.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it doing that?"
Yep. It's deception, you know.
It's
It's
great deception.
let's see. I got a few more things here we talk about. You know who Antonio Brown is, the football player?
Yeah.
Former football
I've
player?
heard the name. I don't really know who he is, but I know the name.
Well, he was arrested today for attempted murder.
Driving while black. Attempted murder.
Yeah. He was doing this boxing event probably 7 or 8 months ago. Got into a fight with somebody, and I think there was a shot fired. I don't know the whole story. But I guess he's been in Dubai for the last 6 months avoiding.
So they were waiting.
Yeah, so they arrested him in Dubai and they're extradited him to the States now. In fact, somebody I posted it on your boy Dom Luker posted about it. So I commented, "Oh, so we're not going to get any sweet posts anymore or something like that." And then like an hour later, his team took over his X account and was talking about it, you know.
Wow.
So
it's fucked up. How'd they get in his X account?
Well, he said, and apparently the statement came from Antonio, said, "I let my team take over the account," which I don't think he's making half those posts anyways. Maybe some of them, but some of them are just a little too good, you know. You're like,
he ain't writing that shit.
Yeah. And then let's see. Oh, Vince's home state, the Kazakhstan, is joining the Abraham Accords. Another win for Daddy Trump.
Some say the biggest deal.
This is a good throwback for us right here. Let me blow this bad boy up.
Oh, is it her dick?
Yeah. No, you want to see that?
You know, never in my life did I think I'd have to say her dick, but you know, that's where we are.
I want to be clear. It's her dick.
Yeah.
So, for those out there, if you've never seen this is a throwback. Since today's Thursday, we're doing a throwback video here of Lady Gaga.
I remember that my...
See if I can pause it right.
I can see it right now. There it goes.
Boom.
What is that? That was a good pause, actually.
What is that chunk of man meat right there?
Yeah. It's either a huge boomba clit.
A boomba clit.
Or that's a man.
Dude, I remember seeing this video like 15 years ago or maybe more.
Should be the thumbnail for this episode. Oh, you don't even do thumbnails, do you? God, must be nice, bro. You don't name your episodes. You don't do thumbnails, really.
What do you mean I don't name them? Every single one has a name. Episode 16. You're going to be episode 17, bro.
I know. It's crazy. Planned it that way. 17.
No, it wasn't planned. In fact, even after 16 was done, I still didn't know. And I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to ask Ted to come on.
Oh, I see how it is. I have no one else. Let me ask.
No. Because I got other people that I could have had on, but I was just, you know, I putting the one guy off since he put me off for a while. So,
hopefully he doesn't watch this.
Yeah, no, I doubt he does. But
yeah, I mean, if he won't show up, I doubt he's
watching.
So.
And if he does, it'll give us something to talk about.
That's true. I like it. See, you're thinking like a podcaster now. You see?
Yeah.
I likes.
Let me see. I think that was all I had bookmarked, ready to go. You got anything you want to talk about, man?
Well, that's gay. I don't know, man. I wish.
Got anything you want to promote? You got a podcast to promote or something?
Oh, I do. Phone Booth Podcast. It's out. When the fuck's it out? Monday on Rumble and Spotify and YouTube. It's out for the early subscribers on our Substack at phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. That's also where you'll find this podcast.
Yes.
We took Snoop under and we said, this dude has something in him. Let's give him a show.
They pulled me
Actually,
under.
We didn't give you a show. We said, hey, make your show how you want. We're here to help you. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Never told you how to do anything. Never told you nothing.
Pretty much. That's exactly how it went.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's how it has to go. in my mind at least.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, you take it away creativity, and that's boring.
Yeah. And if you haven't checked it out, check out our t-shirt store because our
Yes.
merch store, there's a lot of good stuff there. More stuff getting ready to come up. Snoop, I actually want to show you a couple things when we're done. I don't want to put
Yeah.
them up because people will steal the things, but me and Vince came up with a new shtick for some
Vince and
stuff.
I.
Is that really? Is it Vince and I every time? Because I know
Oh, why is it?
sometimes, like, I thought it was. Hey, put that away.
Why? I don't know why it's even on that. It's not on the screen on this one. It's so weird. Why isn't it fucking? Is it on the? Oh, because fucking. This is what drives me crazy sometimes about Substack. Is it opens everything in a new page, so it switches to a
So you
different
have
page.
to choose that tab.
Yeah.
Share.
So here's our phone booth podcast. That's Substack. You can send us super chats. Got the phone booth page. See, it just did it again. So let me share. This goes right to the t-shirts, which are awesome. Get your Fagman shirts right here.
That's the one to get. No, there's gonna be new shirts up constantly, so just go there and check it out.
Yeah, dude. There's
That's
a bunch
one
of
my
good ones.
favorite, the Houston Dive Team.
Yeah,
one.
I like that one too. There's so many good ones. I like Jonah's. I just love Jonah's logo. He's got the sweetest logo and the best
Did you
podcast
notice
ever.
his
Allegedly.
one from yesterday is the Guy Fawkes mask also on his logo?
Oh no, I didn't. I did
See
that with
new shirt. I was proud of Vince. That what does it say? Mentally blind, right there at the top. Not at the top, but right there, right there.
Oh, this one.
Yep.
There you go.
Pretty good, man. Pretty
Yeah.
decent. I don't know why she's Asian, but
who designed that one?
Vince.
Good old Vince.
Like, I could tell. But yeah, go there, check it out. There's cool shit. It honestly helps. So one of the only reasons I wanted to sell these is because when I wear my truther shirts out, it starts conversations. People all the time are like, nice shirt, man. And then it'll start like a shirt about chemtrails. Like this shirt about chemtrails. A bunch of people have commented right here. Research chemtrail patent, graphene oxide, barium, aluminum. A bunch of people have said, oh, dude, I love your shirt because they know. And a bunch of other people have been like, what does that mean? And then it opens the door for you to explain it.
Yep.
That's why we try to do shit like this.
And look at this. How sweet is this? The Pick is In. Got their own tab now.
Oh, they got their own tab.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Coming
guys.
Up.
The Pick is In has their own tab. You guys have made it as the 5th podcast under the Phone Booth Network. I love it.
And Myers got a page.
For some reason.
I don't
really know why, but I like it. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, Myers a good dude, man. I like having him around.
But take care of our friends, and I would never see anyone else do that who had the means to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't see Sam Tripoli being like, hey, I'm just going to put my friend's podcast up on my thing because I like them and I'm going to throw it on my stuff so you guys can see it. Like,
it's cool that he goes on a lot of smaller podcasts. This guy's going on Joe Rogan one day and Nephilim Death Squad the next day. I mean, that's fucking crazy. That's awesome about him. I would love to talk to him because we used to live in the same apartment complex in Vegas. I'm pretty sure. And that's why I want to ask him. I'm pretty sure that we lived in the same one. Yeah.
You could have been over there sucking his dick right then, bro. You would have been much bigger now. Figuratively, not literally.
This is the last time you'll see Ted on the Here's the Thing podcast. I'm not gay no more, Ted.
Oh, we don't have the sound effects.
I know. What the fuck? We need Vince for good sound effects. I got this one.
America! Fuck yeah!
But thanks for hanging out today, Ted, man. Before we end, you got anything you want to add to the mix here?
No, just check out everything on our Substack. That's where all the shit's at. You can literally subscribe to it and get rid of everything else because there's so much backlog there. There's so many new things every week. It keep you entertained forever. So check that out.
You get 5 new podcasts every week. I mean,
and 2 extra live streams every week on top of those 5 podcasts.
Yeah, and some bonus content.
Shit.
Yeah, you can get medical advice from Ted and I
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can. That's awesome. I forgot that was on there. We got to
But
do more of those. It'll be good.
hell yeah, we got stuff every day of the week, so it's hard sometimes to find the time. But it sure is a lot of fun just talking to you, like because we don't get a lot of
I
chances to talk one on one, So
I
it's just
know.
cool. It's nice to do
Yep.
this once in a while.
I
But
do agree.
thanks again, my friend. And
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. This was good because, like you said, we don't normally get a chance to just talk one on one. It's always with everybody in and all that. So this was
yeah,
cool. I enjoyed it.
yeah. And
Never a
I
dull
will,
moment with you, Snoop.
yeah, right back at you. I'll see you Saturday on the live stream
Oh, you will. You
at
will.
6 p.m. Eastern, half American,
Half American.
4
And now it's
p.m. if
all
you're
fucked up for
your
you.
state. I
Because
know it's like fucks me up.
it used to be 3, now it's 4 because you're not off. We changed. Yeah, it's weird.
You ever hear the theory that the daylight savings time was created to help with the candle industry?
Dude, I literally, I know you're trying to wrap up. I'm sorry.
Oh, let's
I
go.
literally just had this conversation today where me and someone else went through all the ones that we've heard, all the excuses we've heard. And I had never heard the candle industry one until today. And he just said it. So I literally just learned this today. And now you're bringing it up again. But I've heard a few other ones that
It's
we can't
well.
discuss on
What
here.
I don't understand about that is the daylight doesn't really change. It just changes time, like earlier or later. Like you're still having the same amount either
Yeah.
way. So what the
Yeah.
fuck? So handle your candle, everybody, and we'll check you out next time on the Here's the Thing
Dip your wick.
podcast. Good night, everybody.
Later, man. Peace.